everybody, this is Ananya and welcome back to the next lecture on conditional statements. In the last lecture, we studied about if-else conditional statements, and in this lecture, we'll be covering the topic if, elif and else conditional statements. So let's get started.
So what exactly are conditional statements? Conditional statements help you make decisions. Okay, so let's take an example where your mother says that it's raining, so you will not go outside to play. So your statement will be, if it is raining, then I will not go outside to play. Okay, so conditional statements have four types, that is if else, if, else if and else. So the in else if is basically shown as elif in Python. Then you have nested if, and then you have switch statements. Alright, so today we'll be studying the if else subtopic. Let's get started. The syntax of if else is basically giving the if keyword and then giving your condition. If your condition, then give the colon, and then when you hit enter, you will automatically get a space here. The tab will automatically work here, and inside the if condition you will write your statements which you want to get executed if your condition is true. So you basically have your code here. So the statements that are indented here, only those will get executed if the condition is true. So your indentation shows you the scope of the if statement. Okay, and the else condition here is not compulsory all the time. If you want to execute something if it is false, then you can just type else colon, and you could give the statement which you want to give. Okay, let's just have a fun explanation of the if else statement. Let's say the homework done is true. Okay, we have done our homework. Now if homework done, what does this mean? If homework done variable is true, then you can go to play. Otherwise, that is else, sit at home and study. You are not allowed to go and play. So this is a very simple fun example of how if else works. Okay, now let's have one or two practical examples to look into and get better in the conditional statement. Alright, so our first example is the given number is even or odd. So what is the logic for even or odd? Let's take the number 4. Now 4 divided by 2 gives us a remainder 0. Now we have previously learned that the modulus operator gives us the remainder of any division. So if the remainder is 0, when you divide a number by 2, it is even, otherwise it's odd. It's pretty simple. Let's just code it and try it out. Alright, let's open a new file. Let's name it if else. Okay, let's input a number in first. Let's take number is equal to int of input of enter any integer. Okay, now what we do is if, okay, if number mod 2 is equal to 0, that is we are checking if it's equal to 0. See, it automatically got indented, so whatever you write inside this indentation is will be considered as a part of the if statement. Alright, so we'll say print the number is even, then just press the backspace so that now we can write our else statement. We do not want else inside if, it's going to be totally wrong otherwise. We'll say print the number is negative, odd. Alright, it's as simple as that, no complication at all. Let's run it and see what we get. Okay, let's give 8. The number is even. Okay, let's run it another time. Let's give odd 5. Okay, the number is odd. This is basically a simple example of using the if-else statement. Now let's look into a little more complex of question. So what we do here is, this is a very simple banking operation. Alright, so first we take the input from the user if they want to deposit or withdraw money. Okay, so if the user wants to deposit, we simply deposit it and we display on the console that this amount has been deposited in your account. Okay, now if it is withdraw, we say that enter the withdraw amount. Now we shall also subtract it from the previously deposited amount and display the balance amount. Okay, now you might wonder that what if the user directly withdraws money without depositing it, and maybe the deposit amount is less than the withdraw amount, then what are we going to do? This code isn't going to work then. Obviously that is absolutely true. We shall be looking into this code, a more improvised version of this code when we are learning nested if statements. Okay, so we'll have a detailed banking operation there. So for now, just for your understanding, we'll be doing a simple code. Okay, so what we do, we deposit and withdraw and also display the amounts. Okay, let's get started. Let me remove this. You all have understood it, so no problem. Okay, let me say choice is equal to input of enter a choice, deposit or withdraw. Okay, then the input will be taken. Now if you notice here, we are not applying any else statement. Okay, because we just have deposit and withdraw, so we just want the if conditions to be executed. We do not need any else statement here, it is not necessary. So we'll check if choice is equal to, give this in quotes since this is a string, we shall put deposit. Okay, if choice is equal to deposit, we shall say deposit is equal to int of input of enter the amount you want to deposit. Okay, we have taken the amount in a variable dep. Okay, now we'll simply display it like print let's say rupees. Okay, let's give a comma, let's give dep comma, let's give a space before that just for a proper it should be user friendly, right? Our code should be user friendly. So we say rupees this much has been successfully deposited into your account. All right, this is done. Let's just run this much of the code and see if it's working properly, then we shall go ahead. Okay, let's just give deposit, press enter. See, it went inside the if condition because we gave deposit and it's true. Let's say I want to deposit 1500. Okay, there you go. Rupees 1500 has been successfully deposited into your account. Now let's go ahead. Now we shall give another if statement saying if choice is equal to withdraw we'll say let's just copy this. Enter the amount you want to withdraw. And let's store it in a variable with. Okay. And let's say we won't do the operation of subtracting the withdrawal amount from the deposited amount because we need to apply while loops here. So because you all have not studied while loops or for loop, so let me just do a simple operation here. Okay, let's enter the amount you want to withdraw, then we'll say print rupees withdraw has been successfully debited from your account. Okay, we are done. We have understood how to use if and else statements. So what is the problem here? Okay, sorry, I just used an inbuilt symbol here. That is wrong. Let's say withdraw. Okay, that is why the color is different here. I didn't notice it. Alright, let's go ahead. This time let's try withdraw. Let's see, enter the amount you want to withdraw. Let's say 500. Okay, so rupees 500 has been successfully debited. Alright, so this was a simple example of if-else statements. Next lecture we shall be doing going ahead with if, else if and else. Alright, so bye bye for now. Hope you all understood.